Hey everybody, how you doing this morning? It's Marla. Hopefully everybody is doing well. This is going to be a little bit of a different video for me. I'm just going to run off. I think I've done this one time before in my entire YouTube career, but this is going to be a video on my favorite YouTube channels. So I wanted to kind of put this out there in case anybody may not be familiar with some of these people. Maybe you might be interested in them, and I love sharing the love of channels that I particularly love. I love listening to other people on YouTube talk about the channels that they love to watch. They may bring a channel up to me that I'm not familiar with and I might fall in love with. Let's get started. I have a list, but I'll try to make this quick. And I'll just tell you why I like these people. Number one, top of my list, Erin Parsons. She is a very, very popular makeup artist on YouTube. She is amazing. But what I love about her, besides being the most unbelievably talented person with makeup that I've ever seen, she is so into the vintage aspect of makeup, looking up what old actresses like Marilyn Monroe and Marlene Dietrich actually used to wear, and actually going to auctions and purchasing their makeup to have in her collection, because she has her own vintage makeup collection. As a matter of fact, I would love to have her old MAC metallic lipstick collection that she showed one time. But I love her. I think she is so unbelievably interesting. She knows so much about makeup. She goes back, in books and looks at old formulas for making makeup, and then she mixes it up herself with grinding up minerals from the earth and making her own makeup. And she has such fabulous suggestions, tips and tricks. Some of the products that she's recommended, I've tried and loved. Erin Parsons, probably my top person for watching who does makeup related content. I'm going to leave a list of all the channels down in my description box in case you're not familiar with these people and you want to check them out. Another makeup person that I just started recently getting into, and she has a smaller YouTube channel. Her name is Jackie Elves. I think it's ALVES, and she is out of Arizona. I live in Arizona, so that's kind of the reason I started watching her. But she's been a makeup artist for over 30 years. She has her own makeup studio somewhere in Arizona, not where I live, but somewhere else. I'm not completely familiar with the town that she's out of. I find her to be really helpful in, just giving her take on tips and tricks for how to apply your makeup. The only thing you have to kind of bear with her is that she does kind of push a little bit Jafra Cosmetics. So if you can kind of get past that, just kind of ignore that and just watch her channel for the content. She gives such great, really step-by-step instructions in case you're new to makeup or in case you've never been good with makeup. Even if you know how you like to put makeup on your own face, but just want to learn some hacks, she's unbelievably good. So I really like Jackie. I think I've been watching her now probably for about 6 months, and I really, really do enjoy her channel. One of the dermatologists that I like to watch that also does a lot of cosmetic things, her name is Dr. Azzi. I think that's short, Z. I think it's a Z, A-Z-I. And I think her channel's called Skin by Dr. Azzi, or Z. I think it's a Z. And she is a dermatologist in San Diego, I believe. She is actually the dermatologist that got me started putting estradiol on my skin. I really love her. I think she has just such great tips about, what's good for your skin, what can improve your skin, even the cosmetic procedures that she does in office, the non-invasive, I just like to hear about. I don't do anything. I don't go to an esthetician anymore. I do all my own stuff at home. But I really do enjoy listening to her. I find her very informative, and I really like her personality. There are some dermatologists online that I just can't stand, but her I really do like. I find her to be quite interesting. If you have a dog, you may love to watch Dr. Jones, Veterinary Secrets. I love him. He is a pet health advocate. He is very much into both a combination of using natural things on your dog, and if that doesn't work, then he will go to suggesting pharmaceuticals for your dog. But he's not so pharmaceutical oriented. He believes in not as many vaccinations or spreading out the vaccinations for your dog, which I do believe. He kind of talks about the business of or the veterinary business now in this day and age, and you have to be really cautious about what your vet may recommend, because a lot of times it's generated by profit. You know how that works. Even regular doctors do that now. I really like him, and he has really a lot of good information for taking care of your pets. Out of all the dog channels I watch, I really like Veterinary Secrets. When it comes to hair, I love watching people cut hair. But the stylist that I have learned the most from is this guy out of, I think he's in North Carolina or Charlotte or a place like that. His name's Wayne Tuggle. He's kind of funny. He's a little eccentric in his own way. He is great because I am a person that has bangs, and I cannot stand going to my hairdresser, every few weeks to get my bangs cut when I don't want the rest of my hair cut. My hairdresser is 30 minutes for me in the city, and I don't want to drive there unless I want to get my whole head trimmed. So I want to be able to cut my own bangs. And you will find that if you're a bang person, bangs are a pain in the butt because, they're just styling them, making sure they're cut right. I mean, unfortunately, my hair just grows in bangs. I've tried not having bangs, and my hair wants to grow down, so I have to have it cut in bangs. But anyway, he is fabulous. He has really taught me a great way to cut my own bangs that really, I hate flat bangs, but he's taught me a great way to cut my bangs so you get a little bit of kick, so they're not so flat on your forehead. They fall beautifully. So if you're somebody like me who cuts your own bangs, or if you're somebody who wants to try to cut your own bangs, he is a great person to watch because his technique is so easy and made my life so easy for cutting bangs. I've watched a lot of hairstylists online over the past few years, but I have found his channel to be the most informative when it comes to particularly cutting bangs. Some of the fun channels I like to watch are Rocks and Rolls Candy. It is a artisanal, is that how you pronounce that? Artisanal candy making company. They make personalized candy for either individuals or a lot of times for companies, but it's like kind of like an ASMR, but in candy making. And it is so interesting watching them create this candy that I am fascinated by this YouTube channel. They make the most amazing candy. It's just so unique, and I think you'll really enjoy it. And like I said, it gives you a little bit of ASMR because a lot of times their videos, there's no talking. It just shows the sounds of them, cutting the hard candy, and they make these little hard candies that have designs all over them. It's so interesting. When it comes to interesting people to watch on YouTube, when it comes to either being funny or just informative, the main people I love to watch are, number one, Cheer Denise. She is so good. If you're somebody like me that does not like reading, I swear I'm dyslexic. Back in the 60s, I don't think they even knew what dyslexia was. She is so interesting, and she reads a lot of biographies online, but she puts her own commentary in. She has such a dry sense of humor. She is so funny. And she also does things that are on Netflix that she wants to kind of do reviews on. She does the reviews, like end of the week reviews of things in the news. She is very, very funny. She is just so hysterical. If you like books online or Audible, something like that, but Audible is too boring for me and dry because they just read it. She reads the books. She'll put accents on things, like she'll put accents for the people, but she'll also put her own commentary on, which is very funny and very insightful. So I love Cheer Denise. Some funny people I like to watch are people like Jamie French. She has a beautiful voice. I love to hear her sing, and she's very sarcastic and has just a very funny sense of humor. Jamie French is another person I love to watch. When it comes to just kind of interesting things, I love to watch Early American. I think it's called Early American. It's these people that dress like they would in the 1820s. They cook like they did in the 1820s, and they just show how their life would be in the 1820s, making dishes and things like that. I really find that channel really quite interesting and fun to watch. I don't think they even talk on that channel. I think they just show you kind of what they do and how they would have lived in 1820. Very, very interesting channel to watch. And when it comes to food, some of the food channels I like are, I think her name's Kylie Sekaida. I think that's how you pronounce her last name. She's a registered dietitian. She shows a lot of informative recipes, especially for people like me who are looking to eat healthy, low sugar, things like that. And and she's quite informative because she is a dietitian. I love her channel, love watching her, love watching her recipes, and love, trying some of her recipes out. Some of the other food channels I like are Feel Good Foodie. She has kind of a Mediterranean inspired recipe channel. Love her. I love Cooking with Aya, Ayeh is her name. And she just does kind of everyday recipes. Really like her channel. Found her really good. I like Carissa Eats. She is so interesting because she just eats around the world. She's this young girl that her whole channel is just traveling all over the United States, all over the world, eating all different kinds of food. I just love watching her. And a lot of her videos are, I think, TikTok, but they come in on my YouTube shorts. I don't have TikTok. I really enjoy her, and I really enjoy her talking about the different foods she eats. She has a great way of describing the food she eats, and she shows you so many of the interesting things in all these different cities all over the world. Love watching her. Carissa Eats. And then I like, who else? Is there anybody else? I think that's it. Those are kind of my favorite channels that I absolutely love to watch. I will leave a link to all of these channels down in my description box in case you want to check them out. Take care, guys. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye from Marla.